Total energy expenditure is the summation of basal metabolic rate, the thermic effect of food, and the thermic effect of activity. Basal metabolic rate is the amount of energy needed just to support your basic bodily functions. The thermic effect of food is the amount of energy it takes to digest the food and is based on Newton's first law of thermodynamics. Energy is neither created or destroyed, but merely transformed. The heat produced from consumption of food is the difference in energy saved from bonds formed minus energy used to break the bonds. But our body doesn't just spontaneously combust the food we take in as energy, and however breaks bonds slowly over time and uses these chemical processes, building and breaking molecules, to form ATP or ADP and other high energy molecules using multiple metabolic pathways. The simpler the metabolic pathway, the less chemical reactions, the quicker the production of ATP, the body's most basic form of energy currency. However, there is a sort of give and take for the pace at which ATP is produced and the magnitude of capacity for ATP production. The quickest producing metabolic pathway, which has the lowest capacity, is formed by adding one adenosine diphosphate to one inorganic phosphate group from phosphocreatine, which forms one ATP molecule. And we can see it's very quick because it's only one chemical reaction. The metabolic pathway with the greatest ATP producing capacity is fat oxidative phosphorylation, which requires beta oxidation, glycolysis via gluconeogenesis in the liver, in which we convert between pyruvate and lactate. Then high energy molecules must be formed to be used in the last step, the electron transport chain, via the citric acid cycle. This whole process is involving many different chemical reactions, but in the end it ends up making about 32 net ATP. So it has a greater capacity, but is way slower to create the amount of ATP needed. And these pathways are used overlapping. All right, moving on. So if your goal is to lose weight, specifically fat mass, you must put your body in a calorie deficit. Energy expended must be greater than energy consumed. However, body composition is not a great indicator of sport performance unless the sport involves being judged based on looks, like bodybuilding. Therefore, it would be more optimal to operate within a healthy range of body fat for people, and it varies based on gender. Men typically 10 to 18% body fat, and females 14 to 24% body fat. And women require this higher percentage of body fat in order to maintain basic reproductive functions or to resume menses.